Hey, how much you pay for that faggot?
On our way home, we ran into 3 troublemakers
You guys took a wrong turn. This is a no-homo zone.
who were picking on my friend Dex.
Got it from a blood transfusion.
Well, then what's that awful smell?
We was walking across the grass and we accidentally stepped in your mother.
They got so mad, they charged at us, and I grabbed a rock.
Can't hit us all with that. I'll only be aiming at you.
They turned around, grabbed a nearby trash can lid,
Come on then.
while I picked up his brother, the brother who had lost his life because of their insults.
Then everybody'd be calling him faggot and queer. And he'd get sick and die. And they'd write homo on his headstone. Then when your mother went to bring him flowers, she'd see little Eddie Horner homo. And you know what the worst part about it would be? Probably before he died, a bunch of assholes like you who ain't sick thought it might be fun just to beat the shit out of him.
It seemed like they realized their mistake and turned to leave,
Sorry you're sick.
Thanks.
but I was still angry, so I threw the rock at them, then grabbed the shopping cart and took off running. Luckily, the hill ahead was long and steep, and we managed to shake off the troublemakers. I met Eric in his backyard. He had contracted HIV from a blood transfusion and was kept isolated at home. Without any friends, I found my first friend in Eric. He had a small fortune, so at my urging, he stepped outside his backyard for the first time. Because of his frail health, I made a boat out of old tires to float him down the river. That was my secret move. We bought a ton of candy at the store and returned to Eric's house. Eric and his mom had a rule. Whenever she twisted her hair, she'd have to give Eric 25 cents.
25 cents.
That's how his little treasure chest grew. To cure HIV, I decided to try methods I saw on TV and came up with a candy cure. Because Eric's mom only let him eat veggies, yet he still got HIV, but I loved candy and never got sick. Maybe that's the trick to curing it. I began checking Eric's temperature and tried different combinations of candy, lollipops and gum, chocolate and marshmallows. In the end, Eric ate too much candy, woke up in the middle of the night and threw up a ton. Eric's mom locked him in his room because he spent all his money on candy. I was feeling down, ready to head home, but then Eric's mom let him out. We decided to try plant medicine. From that day on, Eric experimented with various plant remedies, and I carefully documented the properties of each leaf. Then, one day at the store, Eric's mom kissed me, and I froze. Since my parents divorced, I hadn't felt that kind of warmth from a family. That night, Eric seemed exhausted. HIV was still ravaging his body. His mom carried him upstairs, but when I left, I found Eric's mom crying on the stairs. I made a vow to cure HIV for him. Then, one day, we were thrilled to find a magazine article claiming someone had discovered a cure for HIV, extracted from a plant. We finally found hope, but Eric's mom refused to take him to the doctor. She believed if it was true, the doctor would have told her first, not just put it in a magazine. Determined to cure him, we started testing plants we didn't know. I made the usual herbal brew, and Eric drank it, but we didn't know this plant was poisonous. That night, an ambulance arrived in our neighborhood. Eric's mom rushed to find me, asking for the notes I had taken, which had the plant's location. My mom found out I'd been hanging out with a kid who had HIV, and she gave me a harsh beating.
What were you thinking? What? Tell me. Tell me, huh? Not measles, not chickenpox, AIDS. What are you trying to do? Fucking kill us both, huh?
She also warned Eric's mom over the phone to keep their distance from me. Luckily, Eric was okay. But to separate me from them, my mom decided to send me to summer camp. I didn't want to leave Eric, so I came up with a plan. I'd take him to find the doctor who could cure HIV. Eric was worried about his mom, but I reassured him if we cured him, his mom would definitely be happy. So Eric agreed, left a note, and we set off for New Orleans. We boarded our homemade boat, dragging a plastic alligator behind us. But soon we realized, with our current speed, it would take us over 2 weeks to get there. And the medicine Eric brought wouldn't last that long, so we had to go ashore. We found a passing boat. I gave him all the money I had to get a ride. At the current pace, we would arrive 10 days early, and we were so bored that while looking for toys, we found several $100s in a magazine. But then the boat suddenly stopped. I quickly put the money back. 2 girls boarded the boat, and we had to camp on the shore and sleep. That night, I noticed Eric wasn't doing well. His sleeping bag was soaked with sweat. I told him to take off his shirt and switch places with him, giving him my clean clothes. Eric said he was afraid to wake up alone in the dark, so I handed him my shoes to hold.
And if you wake up and you're scared, you'll say, wait a minute. I'm holding Eric's shoe. I must be here on Earth safe in my sleeping bag, and Eric must be close by.
He accepted it, hugged my shoes, and fell asleep. When I asked him if he wanted the light off, he was already asleep. The next day, we wanted the captain to set sail, but the captain said he had to stay for a few days. Seeing that Eric's medicine was almost gone, I went back to the boat and took the $100. To lighten Eric's load, I carried all the luggage myself. Finally, we reached the station, but then the captain and his crew showed up looking for us. I signaled Eric to leave quietly, but we were spotted by the ticket seller. I knocked out the sleeping security guard and quickly ran into a closed factory. We used our small bodies to squeeze inside, but the captain, willing to get hurt for the $300, cornered us, and we were trapped. I pulled out a weapon to stop him, but the captain wasn't scared of two kids. Then suddenly Eric grabbed the knife.
I'm dying anyway. It doesn't matter.
You two. What are you talking about? What's he talking about?
He has AIDS.
You'd be crazy to stab me. My blood is like poison. One drop can kill you.
Bullshit.
And sliced his own palm. As the blood from Eric, infected with HIV, spilled out, the captain looked at his wound and started running away.
Get out, man! Get the hell out! Get the hell out of here! Go!
My blood's like poison.
Pussy!
Deadlier than venom of cobra.
Pussy!
We had done it, but Eric was weak, sitting on the ground. I took off my clothes and bandaged his wound. We got back to the station. Watching Eric grow weaker, I bought him a ticket and sent him home. Eric went to the hospital. His condition was already severe. The doctor told me the magazine article was a lie, but it didn't matter anymore. The nurse suddenly received a call from the ward. Eric had stopped breathing. I stood at the door, helpless, crying. It had been a cruel joke, but the nurse was right. Eric's life was indeed coming to an end. In the following days, we tricked doctor after doctor until this day. I tricked yet another doctor, but this time, Eric didn't wake up. No miracle happened. I attended Eric's funeral. It was our last time together. Long after, I left the hole, and when Eric's mom asked me to come by again, I said, 25 cents. I gave Eric the shoes off my feet and took one of his shoes. I went back to the river we had drifted through and placed his shoe in the water.